Wow. What up, y'all? It's your boy Rooster back at it again with my immediate thoughts. No notes. I even have the ball ready to spin. Shut up. Good game by the Pels. Good game by the Grizz too. They fought hard. Man, looks a little sore from all the yelling. And I don't understand why we have to start off so bad every game. I know I sound like a broken record, but the song that they're playing is broke. So I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just calling like I see it. Start Jose. Start Misi or Carlo. Carlo balled his ass off. I think he's good off the bench. I think Carlo starting just puts a little bit too much pressure on him. He's still young. He's still growing. Here's what a lot of fans, they tend to forget. Players don't stop growing after their, second or third year. Fans are so concerned with growing rookies and growing, second-year players. Players still grow throughout their career, especially from years 1 through 5. Especially years 3 through 5. That's when you really need to drill in the skills that's going to take you to the next level. Dudes like Jose, Trey, Herb, they're still growing. They still need minutes. BC, he's growing fast. A lot of our players are still young and still need time. Hell, Zion's still growing. I wish he learned how to use his right hand. This dude absolutely refuses to finish with his right hand ever. Like he's gonna go out of his way to have his left hand involved some kind of way. But it's a good game all the way around. Well, not all the way around, but good finish. Once again, missing a lot of shots. Trey Murphy, Hey, Trey is really coming along on his one-on-one defense, and his transition defense is really good. Now, his half-court defense is abysmal when it comes to just defensive IQ, and he switches a lot when he doesn't need to switch. So he'll have his man like in no man's land. He'll anticipate a switch and switch ahead of time, but then his man won't switch, and then it's a 2-on-1 pretty much. Really a 2-on-none because both of them are now out of position, him and the man you're supposed to switch with. So Carlos got, messed up a few times like that. So Trey, he needs to get better at defensive IQ in the half court. But when it comes to the transition, which is a phase of the game that a lot of people don't think about, except we need to be interested in this and more to score. No, the transition is an entire phase in and of itself. It's not just let's just get out and run and score. There's intricacies to it. And we all remember the 3-man weave from back in the day, back in school. His transition defense. A lot of his steals come from excuse me. A lot of his steals come from transition. He's like Herb, like I keep saying. Him and Herb are built very similarly. They can do similar things if they work on it. Trey, he's working on his defense. Herb is working on his offense. And I've been critical of Herb, rightfully so, because he's been bad offensively, especially putting the ball on the floor. But he's getting a lot better, a lot more comfortable. Maybe he saw one of my videos or something that said he can't do it, but now he's actually putting the ball down and not turning that thing over. He's still relinquishing most of the ball handling duties to other players. He's brought the ball up a couple times there. He's come up all the way to the basket, coast to coast. I was like, okay, Herb, okay, look, show me something. Another one, he caught that bit all the way down. He had Jose wide open. That dude, Jose, had nobody within 5 feet of him. But nobody stopped ball. Herb came in that bit. Yeah, that thing. Let's go. Let's get it. So as long as he keeps working, he did miss a whole year. So I do like her having some time playing a point, but starting him at the point, which they really don't. They really start Trey Murphy at the point. And that's really been affecting this game. The last few games, he's been struggling because people don't understand. They don't understand the responsibilities running the point actually does to you. You're not just there doing nothing. Initiating the offense and scanning the floor. There's something called a mental stack, and when you play at the highest levels, everything is on a razor's margin. So any extra mental stack that you're not normally accustomed for is going to slow you down just that much. Slow down your shot, slow down your decision making. So Trey Murphy taking on these extra ball handling roles has really affected his game. Now I think it's going to pay off in the long run, but instead of just forcing the issue like this, just start Jose and have him run the point every now and again. Have him as your secondary ball handler instead. You know, every few possessions, have Jose off ball, have Trey bring it up, and then have Herb. They still kind of do it by committee. Like I said, I saw Sadiq Bey running up a couple times because Sadiq Bey is our Brandon Ingram. He's in the Brandon Ingram role. So he can do it every now and then. Except he doesn't pass as much as Ingram. I like when Sadiq actually passes, even though he's such an amazing scorer. When he forced the issue, it usually works. So I mean, kind of like Brandon Ingram. You know, when he forced the shot, you know, people didn't like it. They looked ugly, but it goes in. Especially now in Toronto, you know, man. Brandon Ingram he's forcing up everything, and them bitches hitting. Brandon Ingram having a career year. That's crazy. But Sadiq Bey is kind of like that. But it also gives Sadiq Bey the flexibility. Going back to what I was saying before, Sadiq Bey needs to come off the bench. That's really the only way the team's going to work. And he's great off the bench. He could be our Manu Ginobili. You know, our James Harden. Obviously not a ball handler like that, but as far as like the spark plug off the bench, our DeAndre Hunter like he was in Atlanta. Every great team needs that spark plug off the bench. And instead of making Jose your spark plug, he can fill that role, but he's better suited at the starting point guard, so you can set the tone early. It's hard to set the pace when you don't have the guards that can actually do it. Ball handling is a skill. A lot of people don't really understand how important it is to handle the ball and how much of a skill it is just to be able to handle the ball. Full body coordination. So when you're adding extra responsibilities to players, it just messes the game up for them. It slows them down just a little bit. So give them quality minutes in that position instead of quantity. This coaching staff just goes by the quantity method, just like starting Queen. Instead of giving them quality minutes, they just give him all the minutes. He's going to be up, he's going to be down. He'll mess up sometimes. He'll do great sometimes. He should still be limited. And Fierce is in a great role. He'll come off the bench, spot minutes here or there. And if he's doing well, he'll go on a stretch. He'll stay in for a stretch. That's how developing is supposed to be. Put everybody in their best positions first, and then you try other stuff. You weave other things in. Queen, right now, he'll be best coming off the bench. Because Misi and Carlo, one of them two, has to start. Our rebounding is way better. Our playmaking is way better. We're missing on so many lob opportunities. I watched Trey miss Zion when he cut wide open. Man, Zion had a wide open cut. That would have been a dunk, but Trey missed it because he doesn't scan the flow like that. He doesn't have those point guard skills. He's getting up there. They're all growing. Once again, I think all of these players are going to be better for it. Herb and Trey could be better next year for all of the point guarding that they're doing. But for right now, we need to win some games because we don't have a first-round pick. So we might as well just win games. Get some positive energy. Learn how to win. It's important to learn how to win. Yes, getting minutes and learning through your mistakes is fine, but teaching through good habits, learning how to win is more important. Sit Queen. start Misi, sit Bay, start Jose. Then you'll have a functioning 5-man rotation. Because Bay is a killer. Bay is not going to be affected by coming off the bench. I honestly, I know this might be sacrilegious, but I honestly think Bay is just a better overall player than Trey Murphy, to be honest with you. He's just way more consistent. Trey has more highs, but Bay is just more consistent. He's just such a big body. And I think Trey has more consistent defense too. It's just weird to say because how bad he is in the half court. But Trey is so consistently good in transition. I'm willing to take that. But I still think Bay is overall just better. But I don't think Trey's going to be good coming off the bench. I don't think he really has the mindset to come off the bench like that. Bay, he's an assassin. He can do whatever. Once again, roles, being able to fit roles. It's like a puzzle piece. You're putting, yes, certain pieces might fit multiple spots, but you want the entire system to function optimally. And in order to do that, you just have to have certain roles filled. Yeah, Bay might individually be better coming off the bench. Too many fans think about how a player's stats look individually. I mean, Bay might look better starting. Yes, he might be better overall statistically starting. Yes. But as far as the overall system goes, having Bay come off the bench, it's just better for the team. Because you need to start a point guard, you got to start a center. You got to start Herb, IPOA. You got to start Trey because he's not going to be as good coming off the bench. You got to start Zion because he's Zion. He's the best player on the team, even when he's missing shots. I wish, that's why he needs a point guard because he feels the need to do too much sometimes. But I wish he would pass the ball more often, really. Actually, no, that's not even part of the point guard. Zion passing would actually help our point guard situation if he actually looked to pass more. If Zion looked to create space to pass, because he doesn't really do that. Zion, he's always attacking the score, and he'll pass at the last minute. But then most of the time he won't. He'll just force it up. Zion, he could average a triple double, bro. He really could, or at least he can't not average triple double. That's too much because Zion puts a lot of effort in on the defensive end, like he does. His defensive IQ is still getting there. He's learning, but he puts in a lot of effort on the defensive end. So I don't see him having the energy and the stamina to really have consistently get triple doubles. But he'll be a triple double threat if he attacked to create for others. Then you could run your 5 forward lineup and run Zion at the point and have him and Trey trade off. And then he's creating wide open opportunities. Zion has so much gravity. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, do that more often. But I don't know, anything else? Oh, all right, I guess let's talk about Memphis for a little bit. You know me, I like to keep it, I don't like to attack as much, players so much. But I just have to say, JJJ is one of the most, JJJ is a very overrated player to me. I'm not going to say one of the most, all I know is he's overrated. How people talk about him, how people say this is his team. Ja's still by far the best player, even when he's not even playing well. Ja's still by far the best player. I like JJJ. He's just missing something. I don't know what it is. He seems to try. I'm not going to say he doesn't have a motor or nothing. But he's just missing something. He's not that cold to me. He's not really a superstar caliber player like people say he is. He's not worth 4 first round picks. I don't know. But that's going to be it for right now. I might break down the game, bring it back. I don't know. I think that's going to be it. There's nothing really to break down. Just do the things I talked about earlier. Get your starting lineup right. Jose, Herb, Trey, Zion, Misi. Bay is your 6th man. Fears is your 7. While Fears and Queen. Like I said, the team is deep. But these three are, this is your main 7. It's your main 7 right here. Then you have Carlo for the 8. And a 9 could be whoever the hell you're feeling, Peavy. 9 or 10. Oh, it's a 10. There you go. That should be your 10-man rotation right there in that order. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm your boy, Rooster. Wake your ass up. The Wallace, that was sleeps. You heard me?